Good morning, Hiram. How are you today?
Good morning.
Good
I'm
morning.
doing fine. Thank you for asking.
Good. Thank you for allowing me to record this portion of our interview. We did chat yesterday and went over your resume and your experience and skill set. So now I'd like to give you the opportunity to tell me a little bit about the type of work that you have been doing that relates to human resources. So you have the floor.
All right. From the beginning, I started in the staffing industry when I was located in Texas. That was my last job there. And in the staffing industry, then I started to get experience in the human resources area. Of course, they are very much related. I moved to Florida in 1996, and I started to work with other staffing agencies, but um, for them. And my first assignment was in Florida Extruders, which was an aluminum company, and I was the on-site manager for. At that time, the name of the company was called Forstaff, and I worked there for 2 years for them. And then I have other assignments around the area of Sanford, which is the where I was involved with different manufacturing industry, clothing, electronic, that kind of manufacturing type. Later, the company closed for staff, and they moved the operation. They were located in Lake Mary at that time. They moved the operation to Orlando, and um, I started to use other staffing agency to do other temporary jobs, like you see in my resume. Then in transport electronics, it was through Pro Staff, and Act One, I did that accounts payable. I did with them, and when my assignment finished, then I was looking for a job, and I found this advertisement asking for an HR assistant, and I decided to put my resume in, and then the next day I received a call from Kim Lehman, which was the daughter of the Florida extruder company that I was started to work with, and she said that I'm looking for a person like you to be my assistant manager. And I was hired by them directly, and I started human resources in that way. And I was her assistant, and I was involved with payroll. And then I have uh, too many different tasks in order to accomplish like the onboarding part of that, and benefits. Also, I was in charge to inform them and take care of the benefits of the employees. We grow, I mean, we grew up to 950 employees that I
Oh my goodness.
did. And when they started to open different warehouses around the area of Florida. When eventually, after 10 years with them, then went bankruptcy, and Venada Aluminum Supply was the new company that bought it. But because of the size of the company, that they closed the window production area and the doors area, so they decided to do only building products, and that's how the number of employees there minimized to around 100, and they didn't have a room for many people in the HR department, so I was laid off.
Okay.
Uh,
And you're bilingual.
yes, yes, I am totally bilingual, correct.
Okay.
That is a
Oh,
plus. That is a plus because then in terms of communication, it's very important. I'm sorry.
that's fine.
To
It's the allergy
be
season.
able to communicate, to be able to communicate effectively, and that
Okay.
is the communication. It has to be effective. Uh,
Wonderful.
People usually talk about communication, but if they don't do it right, then the communication is not going to be there, and you won't be able to get what you need.
And you have your master's degree and your human resource management certification from Rollins.
That is correct.
Okay,
I
wonderful.
have a data. Um, I was certified as a master degree in community psychology,
Okay.
and that is a plus also because that helped me have the skills to deal with people and with different scenarios related to the community. And when we are talking about employers, employees, we are talking about the community of the agency that or company that you work for. And
Absolutely. I'm
the,
just making some notes here as you're sharing. Now, as far as the industries that you had worked, you did mention construction, and that was at what company?
construction,
Did you say HR for a construction company?
no manufacturing,
Oh, manufacturing. Okay.
manufacturing. But a construction is basically the human resources apply to different levels. The
Mhm.
manufacturing industry, in the customer service industry, in um, um, hotels, and
Absolutely.
and everything that hire people and put it to place. And the important thing here is that the person has to be prepared to and knowledgeable about the labor laws.
Yes, of course. And that you do have with all of your many years of experience. Now, let me just see here. I did have another question for you. So the position that we had discussed yesterday involves leaves of absence, and we did discuss that briefly. And so you do have experience working with the variety of leaves when an employee or talent has to be out.
Yes, different companies have different programs in terms of benefits. There are companies that have the employees to earn time off based on the amount of time that they were there. And also, when they have situations that apply under the FMLA, those are there are four categories that they are entitled to have a FMLA taken if they qualify for the care of a child adoption, the maternity leave that is involved there too, and to take
Absolutely.
care of a close family member that is very sick or need attention, medical attention, that kind of situations.
Hmm.
Then we provide them with some documentation and paperwork that they have to fill in order to comply with those kind of programs. And in the family leave area, but those have to be taken to the doctor to make sure that the doctor certified that that qualification is proper to do. And that is in the family leave area. For leave of absence, then you go for whatever the situations are that require attention for the person to take care of personal businesses or to use time off from vacations or uh, accumulated time.
Absolutely. Okay, well, I'm just making some notes and building up your profile here. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this portion of the interview, but please don't hang up because we have a few more things to chat about. Okay, thank
Okay,
you,
sure.
Hiram.
All right.